Every 3 days, Liverpool are playing matches, a trend that will last until we break for the World Cup. Liverpool added yet another 3 points to the board as they beat West Ham United 1-0 at Anfield to take their winning streak to 3, the longest they have had all season. In today's video, we're going to discuss why Liverpool have been handed a huge boost, and we also take a look at the 5 things we learned from Liverpool 1, West Ham 0. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. So far this season, Liverpool have struggled for consistency and have also been hit with a large amount of injuries to key players. This could be part of the reason why Liverpool haven't really got going this campaign, but finally it looks as though players are returning. It has been confirmed that Naby Keita has returned back to training again after missing the last few weeks with an injury. It is said that he could make the playing squad against Ajax Amsterdam next week in the Champions League. Naby is seen by Klopp as a key player, and at the start of the season claimed the Guinean international would be playing a vital role this season, and also highlighted his desire to offer Keita a new long-term contract. The good news doesn't stop there though, as it's confirmed that Konate will also be in the squad next week to face Ajax after he received a muscle injury against Rangers. Klopp confirmed that the injury was not that serious and would only be out for 10 days, which is a huge boost to the back line for Liverpool, as Konate was a different level when he played against the Glasgow Giants. As we mentioned in the intro, Liverpool made it 3 wins in a row on Wednesday night as they beat West Ham United 1-0, with the only goal coming from Darwin Nunez. In this segment, I want to go over the 5 things we learned from the match. Darwin's best performance. This was Nunez's best performance in a Liverpool shirt from the start of the game, having previously had his best moments from the bench. The Uruguayan has struggled and been inconsistent in the few months since his £65 million switch from Benfica, but an excellent headed goal set the tone for a bustling performance by the Liverpool frontman. He guided home Costa Simicas' cross midway through the second half. Nunez could have scored a couple more goals throughout the game, particularly a left-footed volley which was capped out by Fabianski. Much has been made of Nunez's form in recent weeks, but he finally appears to be finding his feet at Anfield. There is plenty of promise in how he went about his work against West Ham before being substituted before the hour mark. 4-2-2-2 formation works again. Klopp once again opted to use the 4-2-2-2 formation that worked so well in last weekend's win over Manchester City. Nunez and Roberto Firmino led the attack, with Salah and Fabio Carvalho in behind as inverted wingers. Liverpool's manager had endured a frustrating start to the season with the usual 4-3-3 shape. He then trialled a 4-2-3-1, but ditched it after the Reds were beaten by Arsenal earlier this month. The 4-2-2-2, while slightly unconventional, has made Liverpool look more solid. Klopp's side seem harder to break down and find it easier to press through the middle of the pitch. It could be a tactic that Klopp continues to adopt for Liverpool as they work their way back up the Premier League table. Liverpool still have defensive frailties. Despite a 3rd consecutive victory, Liverpool seem to be prone to an error in their defensive third. Joe Gomez's silly challenge in the first half presented West Ham the chance to equalise from the penalty spot, although Alisson saved Jarrod Bowen's spot kick. There was also some miscommunication between Liverpool's defenders that led to half chances for the visitors. Alisson and Gomez nearly gifted a goal as they both seemed to let the other take control of a cross, with Benrahma being allowed to volley at goal. West Ham threatened several times in the final 15 minutes, with Declan Rice frequently driving through the Liverpool team, but ultimately West Ham were unable to find an equaliser. Super Alisson. Despite what I said about Liverpool lacking consistency so far this season, Alisson is one of a few Reds that have held their level. Alisson has came to our rescue countless of times this season to either keep us in games or keep the score less embarrassing. Last night he made a crucial penalty save to deny Jarrod Bowen, and whilst this wasn't his most standout performance, he did play his part in a crucial win. Fabio offers excellent alternative. Summer signing Fabio Carvalho was handed a start by Klopp due to the long-term injuries suffered by Diogo Jota and Luis Diaz. The Portugal under-21 started on the left of the attack and performed really well. The 20-year-old has already made an impact at Liverpool in previous games, having scored in the victories over Bournemouth and Newcastle. The playmaker looks like an excellent prospect and could prove to be a bargain in the future. Jurgen Klopp has rejected claims that his comments before Liverpool's defeat of Manchester City were borderline xenophobic and insisted that he would hate himself if that was the case. Liverpool have been exploring all legal avenues since Monday after an anonymous briefing from City alleged that Klopp saying his side could not compete with the champions spending had heightened tensions before the game. City doubled down on their stance after the 1-0 loss at Anfield and put the message that Klopp's assertion there are 3 clubs in the world who can do what they like financially, believed to be Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain and Newcastle, were all prejudice. Relations between City and Liverpool are now strained, but Klopp said he was puzzled how a press conference in which he had praised Pep Guardiola, Erling Haaland and other aspects of the City team had created such furore. As I said, Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp are now looking at legal action at these claims. Lastly, former Liverpool defender John Flanagan has been forced to announce his retirement at just age 29, having seen his career shortened by long-term injuries. Flanagan broke through as an unlikely key player for Liverpool during their 2013-14 title challenge under Brendan Rodgers, having played 17 times in the 3 previous seasons. But after helping them come so close to winning the Premier League that term, persistent knee problems began to appear, with the entire 2014-15 campaign spent on the sidelines. A further 9 appearances came in the next 3 years, all under Jurgen Klopp, along with loan spells with Burnley and Bolton before a permanent switch to Rangers in 2018. Unable to hold down a regular spot in Glasgow, Flanagan went on to join Sporting Charleroi in Belgium and HB Køge in Denmark, departing the latter on his termination of his contract in June. Now the 29-year-old has announced his decision to retire due to an ongoing knee issues, having fulfilled his boyhood dream of playing for Liverpool in England. He wrote, "Unfortunately, after careful consideration, I have made the toughest decision I've ever had to make to retire from professional football. The last 14 months I have tried everything possible to recover from my most recent knee surgery. However, ultimately my long-term health has to come first, so following medical advice, the right thing for me to do now is retire from the game. My dream as a boy was to grow up and play football for a living, and today I'm so proud to say I've lived that dream. Not only playing and captaining my boyhood club Liverpool, but also making an appearance for my country. Those memories created will last a lifetime, and I'm so grateful that I have had the experience that many others could only wish for. I would like to thank everyone for their support over my journey, especially my girlfriend, family, teammates, coaches and agents. I feel very fortunate to have you all in my life. Also a massive thank you to the fans of Liverpool, Glasgow Rangers, Burnley, Bolton, Charleroi and HB Køge who have supported me throughout. You have been great and have made my journey an unforgettable one. I will now begin the next chapter of my football journey, and I'm excited about what the future brings. See you soon, Flano." Liverpool fans, what do you make of the news that Naby Keita and Konate are set to return to the fold next week? And what did you make of Liverpool's performance against West Ham on Wednesday? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We've also released our Jurgen Klopp LFC t-shirts. They're now available on our website. Just go down into the link in the description or go to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.